business coach, I get a lot of questions from people I work with asking me about the LinkedIn algorithm and what they can actually do to make their visibility stronger on this platform. So I went deep. I searched through multiple resources, updates, and experts' breakdowns, and then I distilled everything into this one short, simple video that actually makes sense. No complex parameters, no guessing, just a clear summary of what's really happening right now. So if visibility is something that is important to you and you've been wondering about how it all works on LinkedIn, this video is for you. Keep watching. All right, so today we're cracking the code on the LinkedIn algorithm. You know, that system that decides who actually sees your stuff. We're going to break it down and turn that mystery into a real strategy for 2026. Let's kick things off with a question that I'm pretty sure every single creator has asked themselves. You pour your heart into a post. It's brilliant. You hit publish and nothing. Just crickets. It feels so frustrating, right? But here's the thing, it's not random. There's a system behind it all. And today we're going to pull back the curtain and figure it out. All right, let's get into it. Here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with a big puzzle of visibility. Then we'll dive straight into the algorithm's mind. After that, we'll talk about the new rules of engagement, what not to do, and then the best part, we'll wrap it up with your very own playbook for 2026. Okay, first up, the LinkedIn visibility puzzle. This is the core challenge, right? You've seen it. Why does one post just take off and get thousands of views while another one that you know is just as good completely flops? Well, the secret is all in how the platform itself thinks. And look, this is not just you. The key is to stop thinking of the algorithm as some kind of neutral bulletin board. It's not. It's more like a very picky content curator for a huge event. Its only job is to keep people engaged and on the platform. So our job is to convince that curator that our content belongs on that main stage. So how does this curator decides what gets the spotlights? Well, if you want to win the game, you got to know the rules. And rule number one is all about timing. The first, let's say, 60 to 90 minutes after you post, that's everything. That's the window where the algorithm makes its first big call on your content. Here's the first major concept you have to get your head around. Dwell time. Seriously, this is huge. This has nothing to do with likes or even clicks. It's purely about attention. Did someone stop scrolling? How long did they actually spend looking at your posts before moving on? The longer they linger, the louder you're screaming to the algorithm, hey, this is a good stuff. Okay, so this breaks down the whole journey of your post. First, it gets a little test run. The algorithm shows it to a small chunk of your connections. Now, if they bite, if they spend time on it, if they comment, bam, the algorithm gives your post a quality score. Get a high score and you've just unlocked the next level, wider distribution to a much bigger audience. And remember, this all goes down in that critical first hour and a half. Now, this is where things get really interesting. There has been a huge shift in how LinkedIn thinks. It used to be all about the social graph, who knows you, who you're connected to, but now it's all about the interest graph, what you know and talk about. And honestly, this is amazing news for anyone with deep expertise in a specific niche. Your knowledge is now more valuable than the size of your contact list. Okay, so that brings us to a real crucial point, and it's this. Not all engagement is created equal, not anymore. The algorithm has gotten way smarter. It knows the difference between a laser click and a genuinely thoughtful action. That simple like, yeah, it just doesn't mean what it used to. And this chart, it spells out the new hierarchy perfectly. Look at the top. The highest value interactions are saves and shares. Why? Because that's basically like someone saying, wow, this is so good, I need to keep it, or my network needs to see this. Right below that, you have meaningful comments, real conversation, and then way at the bottom, there's the humble like. So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple. Stop chasing viral and start chasing helpful. That's the new mantra. Create stuff that people actually want to save for later. Think checklists, useful information, useful frameworks, deep insight, solid how-to guides. That's the kind of content that the algorithm is practically begging to promote now. But look, knowing what the algorithm likes is only half the battle. You also have to know what it hates. There are certain things you can do that will basically tell the algorithm, hey, please bury this post. And we definitely don't want that. So this right here makes it super clear. On one side, you have to do the stuff that the algorithm boosts. Native content like text posts and carousels that keep people on the platform. Real meaningful conversation. On the other hand, you have the stuff that it penalizes, sending people away with external links, using cheap engagement baits, or just reposting the same old thing over and over. These are the top 4 rich killers. The first 3 are pretty straightforward, right? Don't post off-platform links, don't use engagement baits, and don't repost. But that last one, viewer tolerance, that one is sneaky and important. If people are constantly scrolling past your content, the algorithm takes notes. It learns that you're not valuable to them and it will just stop showing you to them. Ouch! Okay, we've looked at the puzzle. We are gone inside the algorithm's mind. Now it's time to put it all together. Let's build a simple, powerful strategy that you can start using like today. This is your 2026 playbook for LinkedIn. So here it is, your 5-point playbook. Number 1, maximize dwell time. Use great hooks. Break up your text. Keep people reading. Number 2, aim for saves and shares. Create genuinely helpful stuff that people want to bookmark or save. Number 3, post native content. Keep it on LinkedIn. Text, carousels, native videos, that's the good stuff. 4, drive meaningful comments. Ask good questions and then actually talk to the people who reply. And finally, number 5, be consistent. Pick your niche and own it. Become that go-to reliable voice. One last pro tip before we wrap up. Look, sometimes you just have to share an external link. I get it. When you do, whatever you do, don't put it in the main post. The algorithm hates that. The trick is to drop it in the first comment instead. It's a simple workaround everyone uses, and it keeps your post from getting penalized. So there you have it. The LinkedIn algorithm isn't some big scary mystery. It's just a curator that wants one thing, valuable, helpful content that grabs and holds people's attention. We pulled back the curtain and now you know exactly how it thinks. So the only question left is, what valuable insight are you going to share next? I'm Verdohana from Success Engineering, engineering your success.